Have you ever paused to think about what true happiness is? In today's world, people seek happiness in various forms: abundant wealth, a stable life, fame. Yet, even with these, there are times when one might feel a void in their heart. Many people live in constant concern over savings or frugality, suppressing their desires out of worry for the future, unable to truly live in the present. In these times, we pursue wealth, but is that wealth genuine? Today, we will dive into a story that took place in a distant town nestled at the base of Mount Hra, where a wealthy merchant came to realize a profound truth about life, transforming the hearts of many through his insights. As you listen to this story, I hope you reflect on your own life and values, and join us in contemplating the essence of true wealth. Chapter 1: The Story of the Frugal Merchant Dharma-Kirti. Long ago, there was a merchant named Dharma-Kirti who lived in a bustling town. Over his lifetime, he amassed great wealth, believing his success depended on strict frugality. His meals were simple, his clothes minimal, and he avoided social events, focusing solely on accumulating riches. However, his dedication to wealth came at a price. His wife passed away from illness early on, and his only son, disillusioned, left home, calling his father a slave to money. One evening, while deep in thought in his garden, Dharma-Kirti noticed a white flower blooming quietly in the corner, a flower his late wife had cherished. Although he had neglected his garden, this flower continued to bloom every year. Lost in thought, he didn't notice the young monk approaching until the monk's gentle voice asked, "What are you thinking as you gaze at that leaf?" The warmth in the monk's voice stirred something within Dharma-Kirti, and he found himself admitting, "My life, too, may have withered away, like this leaf." Chapter 2: The Meaning of Hoarding. Dharma-Kirti realized that his wealth was merely accumulating numbers, leaving his heart empty. Buddha teaches that hoarding cannot fulfill the heart. No amount of money or possessions could bring true satisfaction. Gazing at the flower in his garden, Dharma-Kirti began to understand, true beauty emerges when something is used, shared, and allowed to flow freely, not when it is stockpiled. Chapter 3: The Value of Letting Wealth Flow. The monk explained, wealth is like a river. When dammed, it stagnates, but when allowed to flow, it nourishes everything it touches. Inspired, Dharma-Kirti resolved to use his wealth to benefit others. His first step was to hold a grand feast, inviting the townspeople. For someone who had been so reserved, it was a huge step, and through this gathering, he discovered the joy of sharing wealth with others. Chapter 4: The Journey to Discover True Wealth. Dharma-Kirti set out on a journey with the monk, traveling from village to village, sharing his wealth and helping those in need. During his travels, he met villagers who, despite having little, lived joyfully, supporting one another and finding happiness in simplicity. The village elder told him, "We may have little money, but we are rich in the spirit of sharing." This deeply resonated with Dharma-Kirti, who began to understand the wealth of the heart. Chapter 5: A New Commitment and the Creation of a Learning Space. Upon returning, Dharma-Kirti decided to use his wealth to create a place of wisdom for the community. In this learning center, young and old gathered to share knowledge, supporting each other. The town flourished, filled with the joy of contribution. Dharma-Kirti spoke to those who came, saying, "Possessing wealth means little unless it is used to make others happy." His words inspired many to re-evaluate the meaning of wealth and to live with purpose. Conclusion: what is true wealth? This story teaches us that wealth is not about hoarding possessions, but rather lies in the satisfaction of the heart and the bonds we form with others. As Buddha taught, by sharing what we have and letting it flow, we can find true meaning in life. In today's world, let us strive to pursue not only material wealth, but also the richness of spirit, just as Dharma-Kirti discovered. Let us all open our hearts and discover the beauty in sharing our wealth with others. Thank you for watching until the end. May this story resonate with you and inspire you to reflect on what true wealth is. Please consider subscribing to our channel if you found this message valuable. Together, let us embrace the wisdom of Buddha and work towards a life filled with greater joy and fulfillment.